What's good, fam? Welcome to another episode of No Letting Up. This is a platform where we go behind the curtains of a person's success to see how they got where they are. Right now, I'm joined by bro, Ahmad.
What's going
Talk
on,
to me,
bro?
man.
Man, how you feeling, man?
Appreciate you for coming on the
Man, I
pod,
appreciate you
man.
for having me, bro. I love what you're doing.
Appreciate it, man. Likewise, man. Talk to me how you been, man. About how you been.
I've been blessed, bro. I can't complain at all, man. I feel like everything is starting to come in alignment with each other.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not making any more up in Atlanta now. It was a big move for me.
I was about to say the big city.
Yeah, I'm in the big city because I love making. Everybody know, like, I'm talking about making forever. I don't care where I'm at. It ain't no other city like my city.
You gonna represent?
I'm gonna represent for sure. So that was different. It's different for me, but I love it.
Gotcha. I've been watching you from afar, from Instagram to Facebook, all the social media platforms, and we got it on right now. Gifted by God, man. You've been having a lot of success with Gifted by God, but talk to us about what birth Gifted by God.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. So I started in my college dorm room, at Reinhardt University, where I played football and got my business degree. But I started in my college dorm room with just 2 wristbands at $126, bro. On my birthday, January 28th in 2019. And my purpose behind starting the brand was my little sister that passed away. She had cerebral palsy or cerebral palsy. People pronounce it differently, but she couldn't walk, talk, or feed herself. And a whole lot more she just couldn't do. And I always question, dang, why she couldn't be like us? But although she had those limitations, she still had a gift. And that's where I got gifted by God from. No matter what we go through in life, no matter where we come from, we're all still gifted by God.
I know you said it came from your late sister, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
But did you have the thought early on what she was going through, or did Gifted by God kind of come after the fact she had passed away?
Yeah, bro, it came after, man. Again, I just used to question, I always felt like I had a gift, I had a talent, a special talent, but I never thought of it as a gift for real. You know what I'm saying? I never looked at it like that until I lost my sister. You know what I'm saying? Because we take things for granted, like being able to walk, or being able to feed ourselves,
Facts.
or being able to talk, because it comes so natural.
Right.
So we take these things for granted.
Right.
When it's a gift to be able to wake up every single day, bro, and be able to just walk, be able to talk, feed ourselves, and all the other things we get to do. You know what I'm saying? So it became my purpose, it became my why to do everything that she couldn't do. So every day I wake up, man, I just do everything, at my best with passion and with my why.
Gotcha. What was it like, man, to support your sister in a time like that, where she couldn't do the typical things that, like you said, we take for granted?
Yeah, absolutely. Man, it was difficult, bro, but at the same time, even then, I took it for granted. You know what I'm saying? I must be honest, I'm thinking yeah, you'll see back then little kids, she was 12, I was 13. I was more focused on running the streets, bro. Or chasing a dream, but I tell anybody, you want to be good at something, or you want to be great at something, figure out what your why is. I didn't have a why until she passed away, bro.
So, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but do you feel like her passing away gave you your why?
Absolutely, 100%.
So if she didn't pass away, do you think you would still be in your purpose?
I feel like it would have took me a lot longer. Yeah, I feel like it had to happen, man. I don't believe God make any mistakes. I hate that it happened, but I feel like it had to happen for me to take a different route or go on a different path. I played ball as well, you know what I'm saying? So that's what really, it gave me a reason to play the game that I love, which was football, but I took it with every other sport that I played as well. You know what I'm saying? I took that chip on my shoulder. I carried that why with me every single day with whatever I was doing. So it really gave me a sense of purpose to live. You know what I'm saying? Because before she passed, bro, I was living, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the hood, bro. So it was just my why was looking at what everybody else was doing.
Got you.
Looking at the person who was getting the money or who had the most girls and stuff like that, man. But that wasn't really life. Everything that I thought was life, that wasn't really living, bro.
At what point did you realize this street life isn't life?
When I was exposed to more. I was in public school, ended up being asked to leave public school. I ended up going to a private school, man, and I ended up, when I ended up going to a private school, it's on a whole different side of town than where I'm from.
Right.
So now I get to see the big houses with the pool in the backyard.
Right.
I get to see the people who really are business owners. I never saw that. I felt the only way to get money was through sports or through the hood activities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
And I hate to say this, but I feel like until you are shown better, and if that is your life,
yeah,
that's what you feel is the better thing to do at the moment, or the
sure.
best thing to do. But what talk about the hood you came from, man. Talk about your background.
Yeah, man. So I grew up on the east side of Macon, man. Fort Hill, man. Fort Hill. We say Fort
Go
Hill. I'm
ahead,
gonna say Fort
gotcha.
Hill, man. And I forever love where I'm from again, but I'm gonna forever rep my city, man. It taught me everything I know, for real. Most of the things that I know, you know. Definitely taught me how to survive, but I just wanted to learn how to live, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Elaborate more when you say you want to learn how to live. Do you not feel like you were living?
Man, I don't feel like I was living, bro. I was just trying to survive, bro. I was just doing what I could to get by. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on food stamps, stuff like that. Like, bro, to me, like, there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta get it how you get it. But I wanted to figure out how do I live without worrying about how the light's gonna be on the next day.
Mm.
Without worrying about what we're gonna put in our mouth, me and my siblings, my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to go figure that out, bro.
Did you grow up in a single parent household?
Yeah, I did.
What was that like?
Yeah, man. My mama really played both parts, man. I did have father figures, so that it wasn't as bad. But man, my mama, she played both parts, man. Strong woman, and she had 6 kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough trying to raise all 6 by yourself, man. Being a
I can
single
only
mother,
imagine.
being a single woman in the household, man. Like, cause we grow up fast. Once you hit a certain age, like we ain't listening to what mama got to say no more.
Right.
Like at one point, I remember I feared my mama. I thought she was God. Like I could be all the way in Florida,
Mm.
and my mama call my phone. Do I need to come down there? I'll tighten up real quick, like. But I know you can't afford to come down here. So once I realized that, it's like, well, I ain't studying what she talking about anyway. So now I get to start, being disrespectful and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
And talking about disrespectful, what drew you to that behavior?
The environment I grew up in,
Mhm.
like I was exposed to a lot early, bro. Like, cussing,
Mhm.
saying the wrong words, and then just angry too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
I realized like now at the age where I'm at now, bro, like I had to heal from a lot of things.
Mm.
I'm just angry about my environment, about, it's a lot I don't want to mention,
Okay.
bro, but, hopefully I can tell you one day. But
Okay.
I was just angry, bro, for real. And it caused me to take that out on not just my mom, but on teachers, on coaches, on other people that was around. But I was raised as a respectful kid,
Right.
respectful young man. I respect anybody, but I get in my ways and I don't want to listen. I want to talk back too.
So I know you say it's some things you don't want to mention, but is there anything you can mention at this point to give us more of an in-depth look of the street life?
Yeah, bro. As far as the street life, man, like, so for me, sports saved me.
Mm.
Sports saved me, and seeing everybody else I grew up around either go to jail or die, that saved me.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be that. I don't want to be like that, And I had some people around me to tell me like, hey man, bro, this ain't what you want to do. And I saw it myself. So that was big for me, bro. Um, was kicked out of school in 3rd grade, bro, for having a gun in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? But having a good relationships, knowing people, being a respectful kid, people really knowing my heart and knowing who I was, knowing my mother, who I was raised by. They knew I wasn't intentionally trying to hurt nobody.
You were just really doing what you probably saw somebody else
Yeah, I
do or
saw what
heard.
everybody else doing, and I thought it was right. I thought it was the cool thing to do, bro. I thought it was cool to carry the gun. I thought it was cool to sell weed, things of that nature, bro. And we used to talk about, growing up, people who wore glasses and stuff like that. We used to call them a nerd. That was really, now that I'm old enough, that was really the cool kid. Yeah, I got to high school and I was still reading on the 3rd grade level. So, but I used to talk about that kid that was reading all the time back in 3rd grade.
Look, you ain't by yourself. 'Cause I done did it too.
You know
When I
what
was
I'm
in
saying?
school, I think that's that immature mindset
Yeah, absolutely.
that we don't necessarily know better at the moment. So the people you picking on, if you knew better, those are probably actually the people that you might want to be like.
They're my best friend now. Hey, all I do, man, I stay in the bookstore, bro. Yeah, man, I love to read now, bro.
What changed your outlook on education, wanting to read, wanting to be better across the board? I know you said that your sister passed and gave you your why,
Yeah.
but what besides that gave you your why of again wanting to go more in depth into being educated, an educated black man at that?
Yeah, I take it to this book that I read called Power of Focus by Jack Canfield.
Mm-hmm.
And he said this one thing that really stuck out to me, and it was true.
Mm-hmm.
Success leaves clues. So every successful person I know, I love to ask questions. I'm very curious on how did you get where you at. Don't show me what you got. How did you get there? Most successful people I talk to, they read almost every day.
Yeah, you're right. Because even as, I mean, no secret, you know, I'm a journalist. I have to read all the time. And I think that's the reason where that's the reason why I'm in the boat that I'm in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, because like going back to what you said earlier, we pick on those people coming up at an early age. Like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, what you reading? You wear something simple
Mm-hmm.
as you wear glasses, bro, you
Mm-hmm.
lame.
Come on, man. But we just didn't have the knowledge.
We didn't. And so now as I continue to grow and get older, I try to instill in my mentees that, hey man, I may not necessarily have your background, but all this stuff, like you said, you know, the gunplay and all this stuff, this ain't it. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, you know, I have family members who have lived that life and they just like yourself done told me, hey man, keep doing what you're doing. This ain't
Yeah.
it out here.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I want to get out of it. You ain't
So,
even in it. So stay where you at.
yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you, cuz though. But when I look at you, man, and you know, we've grown a little bit
Absolutely.
over the last couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
And to just see Gifted by God, when I seen it, man, I just thought it was something special. One, it was something I never seen,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. But when people read Gifted by God, what is the message you want them to get from that?
I want them to feel inspired.
Mm-hmm.
Like my whole mission is to inspire and empower all people to reach their highest potential
Mm-hmm.
through the use of that gift. We were all blessed with a gift,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to apply that gift to everyday life
Mm.
so that we can reach our highest potential, bro. Like that's my biggest fear. People ask me what my biggest fear. I don't really have fears, but I don't want to leave this earth without fulfilling what God has called me to fulfill. I don't want to leave this earth without doing that. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's why, again, I'm so glad that I was able to. You know, I hate that I miss my sister so much, bro. But she really gave me a sense of purpose, bro. She gave me that why to live every day. So now that I can live out that, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And still honor her while doing so.
And now that you're living out your why, I can still imagine it wasn't easy to get to this point.
Now,
How hard was it?
you got it. That's what I you gotta give it everything you got. For real, man. Like you gotta want it, bro. You gotta want it. Anybody that, cause this entrepreneurship life not easy at all.
Mm-mm.
You know, but you gotta. It only take one person to believe in you, and that one person is yourself. You know, so I believed in it. Like it was times where like I'm doing well now with the brand is growing, but man, it was times where I went to pop-up shops and I didn't even make one sale. But I still kept that faith. I still kept believing because I knew I had something special.
How do, how do
Yeah.
you keep the faith though with all the uncertainty of not knowing if I know this is my why, my sister pastor gave me my why, but I still don't know how this gonna do.
Yeah.
What was it like to probably be in that mind frame, or was you in that mind frame?
Yeah. I feel like I always been in that mind frame, no matter what I did, bro, because I feel like that's what separates you. Because a lot of people are not willing to do something they can't see. Yeah, a lot of people not willing to do it. If they don't see the end goal in mind, they're not willing to keep going. I was just willing to keep going, bro. And that's what it takes. That's what matters the most. Like, you gotta have blind faith, blind trust when it comes to this thing.
Blind trust.
Yeah.
Elaborate what that look like.
Like you can't see it. You don't know what's the end goal. Is that money? Am I gonna be rich? Am I gonna be able to, retire my mom, which is our goal?
Right, right.
I wanted to make it to the NFL so bad it didn't happen. Am I gonna be able to buy her a house? Take care of my family, take care of my future kids and wife? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You gotta have blind trust because I don't know. But if I keep going, success leaves clues.
I love it. You said you wanted to make it to the NFL,
Yeah,
but you didn't go to the NFL.
yeah.
Why didn't you go to the NFL?
Man, that's a great question. First, I'm 5'5", but I do believe that. So if you 5'5", don't give up on your dream,
Okay.
because I do believe you can still make it.
Okay.
You know, I play. I feel like I was a pretty good athlete, football player. However, I think being in the right systems matters.
Mm.
Being in the right system matters, bro. You want to make sure, and not only that,
Mhm.
also speaking up for yourself. You know how I was just saying about that blind trust and
Right.
believing in yourself.
Mhm.
You also, bro, like I feel like I got to a point where I'll tell everybody to be humble. Sometimes you can be too humble. Know who you are, know what you got, and speak up for yourself. If not, people will look right over you.
Would you call that false humility?
Yeah,
A little
For
bit?
sure. For sure.
Do you believe you were too humble at one point?
I do. Absolutely. My whole high school career. My whole high school career. I believed in myself. I knew what I had. The work showed for itself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't speak up when I needed to the most. I always been a leader. Not talking about my leadership.
Right,
Like I
right.
always been a leader. I came in every team I ever played for as a freshman. You know, I was putting the leader role every team, no matter where I was at. So you know, it was just when it was time to speak up for myself, I didn't bring that out of me when I needed it the most.
Is there regret there?
Not anymore. Not anymore. It used to be, but now I can now take what I've done and give it to the ones that come behind me.
Why did you regret it early on, though?
Cause I felt like I could have been a lot farther. Like my dream, like I really wanted to go play at the highest level. I played against some of the people that's playing at the highest level. You know what I'm saying?
Like
So
who?
I knew it was possible. We talking about the Richard LeCount. We talking about the Owen Popo. We talking about the what's the guy name? He went to camp every day. Played at Georgia defensive end. He's with the Philadelphia Eagle right now. He just won a Super Bowl. Nolan Smith.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about, I put them out in the semifinals. Yeah, like ballers. These guys can ball, but I knew I could play with these guys. Since 6th, 7th, 8th grade, all the way up, I've been traveling all around the world playing ball.
And no secret, you played for Northeast, right?
I didn't.
You didn't
I
play
ended
for
up going to
Northeast.
private school. I went to Tapper Square Academy.
Ah.
Yeah. So I didn't play for Northeast, but the East Side out loud for life, man. For sure.
So growing up in the east side of Macon, but going to a private school, how was you able to balance the two? Because typically when somebody come from the hood, think it's fair to say the hood, you used to them going to a public school, I would believe, but you went to a private school. How were you able to balance that?
At first, it was difficult for me. But, when you got good people in your corner, man, people really care about you, especially when you're a good person yourself and you're raised by a good family. You know what I mean? So I'm coming over there with respect. I still got to adapt to my environment.
Right.
And I always felt like I can adapt to any environment once you put me in it. But that one was totally different. This is something that I had never seen. You know what I mean? So it was different for me. I mean, I didn't even know how to talk. They couldn't understand what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? We can understand coming from where we come from.
With
but
the lingo and
I'm like,
stuff.
what are you saying? And I felt embarrassed, and I felt angry there as well because, like, now y'all trying to talk about me. You know what I'm saying? So it was difficult at first, man, but I got it quickly, man, because I had people. I got to shout out to Tapper Square Academy, shout out to the teachers, shout out to the coaches, just shout out to my whole village, man. Raised by a great mother. You know what I mean? Just everybody that had my back and that was supporting me. They made sure I got it, bro.
Talk about your great mother. You talk about her being a single mother. How hard was it to watch your mom, is it fair to say, struggle?
Yeah, absolutely.
How hard was it to watch that just from a young man perspective?
Probably the hardest thing I had to go through, bro, because I wanted her to have so much in this life. And that's why I pushed to just, like, coming from where we come from, we just wanted to get to the money. And that's why I pushed for the NFL. That's another reason I probably feel like I didn't make it, because I pushed for the money more than I pushed for the game. Like, I wanted to get that so I can change my people's life.
Wrong perspective.
Wrong perspective, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when I had moved to Louisiana after I stopped playing college ball, and as I was coming back, I came up with a quote that stick with me to this day, that kind of answers your questions. And that's, they won't believe until you become. That's the quote I came up with. They won't believe until you become. But it's a flip side. It's a flip side of that too. You won't become until you believe. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So I just had to be quiet, bro. I used to always tell my mama, "Mama, I'm gonna make it to the NFL. I'm gonna retire you. I'm gonna get you this house." I started being quiet about my dreams and just start putting in the work. I had to start just being quiet, bro. Because if you keep telling somebody a certain thing and it never comes, then I'm just selling you a false dream.
And you felt like you were selling your mom a false
I
dream.
feel like I was selling her a false dream.
How emotional was that?
It's hard, bro. It crushed me because it's all I ever wanted. My mom, I never seen her miss a game. I seen her do whatever she could so that I could make it to this dream.
And I think it's fair to say now you've made it.
I made it. I'm doing well, but I ain't made it. Nah, I'm doing well. I got ways to go. I'm in it for the long run.
What's next after gifted by God?
A lot. I own a home care agency as well
Okay.
right now. So it's perfect because my little sister, she passed away with cerebral palsy, and this program wasn't around when I was coming up. Where a family member can now get paid to take care of their own loved one. Yeah, so now I'm part of a home care agency that help family members get paid to take care of their own loved one.
So you still, even with gifted by God, but
Yeah,
even owning that, it seems like everything you are aiming to do now is centered around your sister, your why.
my wife.
But nobody sat with you that I know of when you went through the losing part of, or losing your sister. Nobody was there with you, were
Hmm.
they?
Nah,
Walk us through what was going through your head in that moment, man.
that's a good question. I feel like I went there with myself. Yeah, man, nobody but God, bro. Honestly. It completely changed my life. Again, like I shifted my whole mindset. Like, man, I want to do the right thing. Now I wanna get money the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then it also really made me invest more into myself, into my mindset, into everything that I was doing. And I realized that you see also everything that I'm doing now is surrounded around entrepreneurship as well. Because I realized and I figured out that every time I put my life or a situation in someone else's hands,
Mhm.
it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. So there's nothing wrong with working another job. But I always tell my mama, like, I got people now, my grandparents, I got so many people that may not believe because they got the old school way of thinking. They like, when you gonna get a good job, get good benefits? I ain't disrespectful, but I want to tell them, man, help that. Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
I'm going after my own.
I'm going after my own because I can do it. I know it's possible. I've been exposed to it now. And I just believe, once your mind is exposed to something,
Can't be
it's,
unexposed.
it's hard. It can't be unexposed. It's hard to go back to your original way of thinking.
Man, it's it's just incredible to hear
Yeah,
what you just said about like our grandparents and our parents. They were exposed to one thing, but now when you look around, we got access to so much where we really don't have to work for the next man.
nah,
The opportunities are endless when you talking about reaching your goal. And now seeing that, what is your mindset? I know you basically said like forget this, I'm gonna go get my own.
hmm
But what brought about that mindset
about reaching, said,
about reaching, not only reaching your goal but being your own man, so to say.
yeah. And again, bro, like, just take, for instance, like playing ball
Hmm.
and me saying I wasn't speaking up for myself when I needed to.
Hmm.
Because every time, what brought that mindset, bro, is every time I put my life in someone else's hands, it never turned out the way I wanted it to turn out. And I couldn't continue to deal with that, bro. So if I could create the outcome, which I can,
Great.
you know what
Good.
I'm saying? Now
Hmm.
I know that.
Hmm.
Then I didn't have the
You didn't know
knowledge.
it.
Now I know that. Oh man, there's nothing nobody else can do for me.
How important? Because I feel like we don't talk about this enough. You've talked about gaining knowledge a lot and learning.
Hmm.
How important is it to be knowledgeable and gain your own knowledge? Read, basically. How important is it to read so you are knowledgeable? Because we know people ain't gonna tell you the stuff you need to know. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear,
For sure,
but they ain't gonna tell you what you need to know so you can be your own man. So why is that important?
man. Because you say you basically answer yourself, man, so you can know how to stand on your own. At first, I didn't. Everybody used to be jealous of me. A lot of my classmates say, all Ahmad got to do is smile and you're going to pass them. You know what I'm saying? Or just have a good relationship. I feel like I built great connections and great relationship with teachers and everybody that I was around that, it kind of got me in. And I was
Okay.
doing just enough to get by, just being able to survive. Again, I wanted to learn how to live. So I had to, if you want to learn how to live,
Mm.
go get the knowledge. It's possible. So it's everything, man. If you want to learn how to live, yeah.
I know you talked about, the business you own, obviously the organization. What else do we own? What other successes are we having?
Yeah, man. So now we're diving into the real estate now.
Okay.
Getting ready to release a book, children's book coming up.
Okay. What's the name?
I am gifted.
I
Come on, man.
I should have been able to guess
Yeah,
that one.
children's information book.
Okay.
Um, I am gifted foundation.
Mhm.
The nonprofit 501c3 is officially finna be
Okay.
put out.
Okay.
Yeah, man, and that's to honor my late sister as well. Put together a huge event, starting off in Macon. Hopefully, I got bigger dreams for it, but just starting off in Macon. Well, we do it every year now, but now it's officially gonna be up on the I Am Gifted Foundation, and just to show kids, man, like whatever you want to be, bro, or whatever you want to do, you can do it. So I invite out all the community leaders, any big time names that made it out that we would
Right.
say. You know what I'm saying? To come out and kind of just speak to them and just show them, what's possible.
Why did you want to do this for kids?
Because I wish I had somebody to do it for me at that age. And not gonna say I didn't, but not at the level that I want to do it at.
Gotcha.
Like it's so important to see people, especially from our hometown,
Mm-hmm.
to see people that look like us make it
Right.
out of here, man, and
Right.
play at the highest level, or not even just play at the highest level, work at the highest level, own the business. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so special. It'll do something to a kid. It expose them to what's possible again, bro. And like nobody left behind where I'm coming from.
Nobody.
Nobody left behind, man.
I want to go back to something you talked about early on. You talked about how angry you was in your trauma.
Yeah,
Did that come from your childhood?
90%. I feel like probably 99%. I'm still healing.
Talk about what you don't mind sharing with the traumas you dealt with.
Man, again, not knowing what the light's gonna be on, not knowing what I'm gonna eat, bouncing around from different houses because I didn't have a home to go. We didn't have a home to go to. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing everybody else, man, around you win, and it feel like you stuck in the bottom of the barrel. That's difficult, man. You know what I'm saying? Seeing people you call down and bad because they on drugs. Walking outside, you walk outside, walk out the back door, you seeing 6, 7 dudes with a gun just get shooting. Yeah, it's different. But I thought that's the life I wanted.
But you did.
Nah, I found that out real quick.
Walking out the door, seeing what you saw, when you talk about the shooting and stuff like that, what's going through your head in those moments?
I'm scared, but I'm lit.
Scared, but you lit.
Yeah, it's a movie. Like, this is what life about. This all I know. I can't wait till it's my turn. Come on, man. What kind of mindset was it?
Was it ever your turn though?
Nah, man. I was blessed. Almost. Sports saved my life. For real. Having a good mother saved my life. Keeping me busy. Getting us away from that environment. Like, I still got people in it. I still got family in it. But, like, nah, we on something different now.
You said you're still healing. Walk us through the healing process and what that has been like, healing from all the things you just spoke about.
Yeah, man. It's been tough, man. But, the journey that I'm on now, man, just growing a closer relationship with God, I always heard of God, but I never really knew him for real. I didn't have a relationship with him. So I figured if, I've been one foot out, one foot in the whole time, my whole life at 26 years old. And now I turned out decent, I would say.
Okay.
But my question now is like, what if I go all in? So now I'm just going deeper. You know what I'm saying? I'm diving deep into that word, being around the right people, looking to hire a therapist, man, just all these great things, man. Keeping a good workout routine schedule, reading books on a daily, and what am I controlling? Like, what am I seeing? What am I hearing? What's coming out of my mouth? What's going in my mouth?
Manifestation.
Man, it's just so much, bro. And it's beautiful, man. When I'm actively in it and I see it happening.
You said go all in with God. When did that come over you that I need to go all in with God?
Beginning of this year, man. When I made that move to Atlanta, and I seen like, because going to private school, it exposed me to things, but I was still kind of fresh. I was still up under it. Like, I wasn't ready to just hop out on my own. Now that I'm an adult, and there ain't nobody coming to save me, and I really know, like, as an entrepreneur, you got to get it.
Right.
Man, that's when I figured out, like, man, I turned out okay. Like, I'm not in a bad position now. But what if I go all in with the guy who created me? What if I go all in with him first? How good could it really get for me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, bro, that's this year, man. I'm like, I'm gonna go all in. I'm putting everything behind me.
What does go all in look like though?
Yeah, just trying to do it the right way. I just want to get it right. Growing up, coming from where I come from, man, I want to be married one day. I want to have kids one day. I had never seen a happy family. Yeah, I grew up with a mindset like I wanted to have the baby mamas too. I wanted my baby mamas to be cool too. That's the mindset I had growing up, man. I no longer desire those things. Yeah, like I just want to be. I want to be an honest man, a man of integrity, man, great character. You know what I mean? I want to walk that every single day and see if who can I impact in this world. What kind of impact I can make? What am I really called to do? What am I put on this earth to do? And live that out every single day.
I'm inspired. Because I can hear the passion in your voice.
Yeah, man.
Like going through the things you went through, and now it's like, as you said, I got to go all in, man.
Yeah.
Do you believe you're going all in will inspire the next generation?
I knew it will, but it's not for that. Even if it don't, as long as I can reach one. I was inspired. I was exposed, and I know what I'm going to do. And I'm one person. So if I can reach that next one, he'll do the same thing. And now it's like a game of tag. So now we'll continue to heal each other.
Domino effect.
Domino effect. Now we can help each other. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's all about for me, bro.
I want to talk about therapy too. You talked about you getting ready to hire a therapist.
Yeah, man, looking into it.
Let's be honest. As black men, that's almost a scarce for us.
For real.
And not because of no fault of our own. It's just the way we were all brought up. You know, we talk about our dads, granddads. Therapy wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna deal with it. But were you really dealing with it? And looking back, I'm not sure they were dealing with it. I felt like it was more of I just got to keep going because I don't know a way to deal with it. And so now, what has produced a mindset of I'm gonna hire me a therapist?
I wanted to unlearn some things. As much as I talk about knowledge, it's so important to also unlearn things as well. And realize that, you maybe weren't taught the best way. But they taught us to the level that they knew. And
Which ain't their fault.
which was not, it's not their fault. So I'm not just healing from what my mama did, my daddy did.
Yeah.
I'm healing from stuff way before that. This come way before that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got a whole bloodline to heal. Yeah, so man, it came about, like I said, beginning of this year, man, and that mindset was just like, man, I gotta unlearn some things as well, so that I can reach that level, bro. Cause it's like with having so much in, it's like I'm still in a box, and I don't want to put no cap on my life. That's like going, how I was just telling you about, like every time I put my life in somebody else's hands,
Right.
like I feel like I'm still doing that if I'm putting a cap on my life. If I'm not healing for this certain thing, I'm allowing this certain thing to have that much power over me.
Right.
Oh man, let's get to the bottom of it. Let's go deeper so it can make sense. So we keep going. Yeah,
You basically speaking of breaking generational curses.
that's it, bro. That's what I'm here for. I always felt like I was that one, the chosen one. I replaced the I with a one and gifted for a reason. Yeah,
Talk about that.
yeah. So in the original logo, gifted by God, we replaced the I with a red one because we all appear different on the outside, but we all bleed red, which is the tie that binds us together and let us know we're all gifted. So our slogan is, if you bleed red, you are the gifted one. But it's always been special to me. Like I wore number one in sports. My mama told me, she always told me I was the chosen one growing up, and I always really felt that way. I felt like no matter what it was, like in this life, like God chose me for a reason.
Do you feel like you're carrying the weight of getting rid of those generational curses in your family?
I do.
How hard is that?
It's tough to take on, but I'm willing to do it. That's the main thing.
You ain't backing down.
I ain't backing down from it. Bring it on. I'm gonna face it. Yeah. Yeah, I take that same approach. I took the same approach in sports with everything that I did. And I'm gonna do the same thing with life. We can win at this life, man. We can win at this life.
I know you said your past experiences really has given you the passion with the mindset you have, but is there anything else deeper than that besides your traumas, besides your sister passing, that has just instilled this new, what I would say, new wave in you?
Yeah.
To just wanna get it right, wanna go harder, basically saying failing ain't an option here.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what you're telling me.
For sure. And I would just say my mindset, bro. Like, My mindset always just been different. Just always want to be great at everything that I did. And don't get me wrong, like we
Mm.
all had those ways where we kind of just get tired of doing right. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm saying?
know.
Like, ain't nothing go right for me, but
Right,
like, nah, man. Every time I look up and I get another opportunity at it,
right.
like it gotta be something. And I'm just a curious guy. I want to know what that something is. You know what I mean? So it's just been my mindset, bro. Like just wanting to be different. I don't want to be like the crowd.
Me either. No
Yeah,
desire.
everybody go that way. I go this way. I'm cool.
You cool with being alone?
I'm cool. It may take me a longer route. Yeah, you know. Like I believe in teamwork though.
Right,
Like I
right,
ain't
right.
talking about in that
Yeah, yeah,
aspect.
yeah. I
Just
get you.
talking about in this life. Like,
Right.
everybody want to wear this or wear that.
Okay.
Everybody like this.
Right.
That may not be my way. God may have chosen me to go this way. Hey, no, you got to go this way, and I'm okay with that. Whatever it takes.
Do you believe that God has chosen you to go in a different direction?
I do. I do. And that's why sometimes like it get frustrating because I knew a lot of people won't understand me. A lot of people won't
I feel
understand my
you.
mindset. And like I want to motivate and inspire people, but I ain't here to convince nobody.
Love it, man.
Just watch. It's gonna happen.
Y- Being a leader, that's something we don't really see a whole lot of nowadays. What can you say to the next person about finding your why, leading and not following?
Hmm. Man, you gotta be prepared for what comes with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to lead. Don't be afraid to be different. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna make you stand out.
Correct.
And that's what's gonna, yeah, that's what's gonna have people want to follow you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right, right.
Yeah, and just try to do it right. Being a leader, like that's why they say character is built. Is what you do when nobody's watching. So like, what are you doing? What is your mindset
That's it.
like? You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mm-hmm.
see a piece of trash on the ground, I want to pick it up and throw it in the trash. I'm just naturally building those habits. It's all about the habits you create on a daily.
Mm.
That's what I want to follow. Like my greatest, like I don't have many role models, but LeBron James. It's not just about the game. I'm not worried about what he's doing in the game. I don't follow. He's not the best leader in the world to me because what he's doing in the game. That's what he's doing when he's not playing the game.
Who
Yeah.
else inspires you?
Uh, it's a lot of people that inspire me to the level as LeBron, man. I don't know. Yeah, I can't say.
What have you studied about LeBron off the court that has made you say this guy's inspiring?
Yeah, man, I think it's the way that he carried himself off the court, the way he treat his family. You never heard his name. He's very careful about the decision that he makes.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be careful about what you're doing when you get to a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we all want the money, but I want to know who you are once you get the million or the billion.
What is your character then?
Yeah, what's your character then?
Because it's easy to say I'm gonna stand on business before I become the millionaire.
Now, when you got the money, who are you?
Yeah. And they say, or I've heard the saying that you find out the real character of a man by the power that he has.
Come on, man.
And I'm with you. I haven't. People have tried to paint narratives of LeBron on the internet, but one thing I noticed about LeBron, he never really even say nothing about it. And I feel like that's because he know, bro, I don't have to entertain this. I know this ain't who I am.
Yeah.
So
Be
I
your
feel
character.
like what you saying is true, man. I feel like LeBron is a great role model. Now I may be a little biased because I do believe he's the GOAT. I ain't gonna lie.
He's the greatest of all time to me.
Yeah,
Because it's bigger than the game for me, though.
right.
That's why I can say that.
And I'm saying it from a on the court
Yeah.
perspective and off the court.
Absolutely.
I'm just, as you know, man, and have grown to know me, and I've said it in many other podcasts that I've been on. Give me impact over popularity, bro.
Mm,
I don't care
mm.
about the popularity.
That's deep.
Anybody can be popular,
That's deep, bro.
but just because you popular don't mean you make an impact.
Yeah.
And no shade at nobody, but it's a lot of popular folks out here right now that ain't making no impact.
What impact you leave? That's what life about.
Impact. And just like you, I'm fine now. I ain't saying it was always this way, but I'm fine now with giving my life up to be that impact.
Yeah.
If that is what I lead to my nieces and nephews, mentees, that when I leave this world, they know Carlos' impact. If that's the only thing they remember about me, besides knowing that I kept God first, I'm fine with that.
Oh, man.
That's it. That's all I need. Because I've grown to learn the materialistic stuff, the money. It's temporary, man.
Yeah.
You can't take it in the ground with you. Now, I ain't saying it ain't good to have $1 million money, but what about purpose?
Yeah.
Because if you walk in your purpose, all that stuff comes anyway.
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you? What does your integrity
I
look
really
like?
want to know. Who are you?
Who are you?
That's it.
Man, this is one of the best I've done.
That's it, man.
On no let
You
no.
know, just having this brand, I mean, having this business, I come to realize quick that, you know, people support
Mm-hmm.
why you do something.
Mhm.
Who you are and why you do it, way more than what you do.
You literally, and before this podcast came on, we were getting ready for it, and you seen the lady in the business center, and asked what we was about to do because she seen the cameras and everything, and she said, "I just want to be nosy. What are y'all about to do?" End up telling her what I was about to do, and just like that, in less than 5 minutes, when I explained to her what no Linda was, and you were right there,
Right, yeah.
inspired. And then, you know, of course, she asked about Gifted by God. She followed you and everything.
Sure.
Impact.
Yeah. But she wanted to know why.
Right. That why.
What brought it about?
Right.
I can go listen to it's a million podcasts.
Right. But what's your why?
What's your why? Why do you do it?
And that was her number one thing. And she said with a smile on her face, "What's your why? What's your why for no letting up?" And the thing about it, a lot of times I feel like, not just in podcasts, but in a lot of things that we often do, sometimes people don't have a why.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
And
man,
I gotta ask you now, what is your why for not letting up?
no letting up. As I said when
No
the pods
letting up.
first came on,
Uh-huh.
it's designed to go behind the curtains of a person's success.
Come on.
Because just like you got your own walk of life, I want people to be able to listen to anybody that come on. Well, I ain't gonna say anybody, but successful people that come on this podcast. What do their background look like? What do they have to go through? We see the success part of it, but what do they have to go through to get here? What does their character look like? Do they have integrity?
Yeah.
These people are power, you know what I'm saying? What do they do when the cameras ain't rolling?
Yeah.
Who are they? Can I be inspired by what I heard off of No Letting Up?
Come on, man. I love it.
Impact.
That's it.
That's all it goes back to. And if I can't inspire somebody through this podcast, let's just stop it. No shade at no other podcast, but I know there's a lot of drama that already fills the world. We can look anywhere for drama. You ain't even got to look at the podcast for drama. You should look in the world. There's drama. But I feel like we are in a critical time where people need to hear inspiring things. They need to be motivated. Yeah. They need to know that they can do it.
Yeah.
If this person did it, I can do it.
I can do it. And we all have what it takes.
Everybody. You control your own 24 hours.
We have what it takes.
You control your destiny.
Yeah. And sometimes it look like it happens overnight.
Right, and it don't.
It doesn't. It don't seem like that.
Right.
It ain't nothing but a lot of good habits.
Right.
Over time. That's
and
it.
I can tell you, I don't know about the people that watching at home, but I can tell you, hearing your story today, man, I'm inspired.
I've done my job. I ain't got to worry about nothing else.
You truly gifted by God, my brother.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. You as well. Ain't the only one.
Tell them how they can follow you and get it.
Man, make sure you go follow me, man. At Gifted by God. Replace the I with the one because you are the gifted one. So that's G1FTED by God on all platforms.
Hey, I'm going to just say it like this. As I said, if you weren't inspired by this, all I can say is go in prayer. Because it did it for me, man. I am truly inspired to hear your story. Like I said, you know, I had been following you, but to sit down and hear your story firsthand, man.
Yeah.
You gifted. You going places.
Yeah, it ain't about what we've been through. It's how we respond to it.
And that's how we're going to end the podcast.
Going to work.
Catch us on the next episode, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.